Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. We're now just 5 days until Election Day, and statewide, the Wisconsin Elections Commission says more than 1.5 million people have already voted, either early or absentee, and local political leaders are busy trying to make sure every last person makes their vote count this fall. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson joins us now live in studio with details. Morgan?
Justin, I talked to both the Democratic and Republican parties of Oneida County. Both are making one final push to its voters, and both are doing that in completely different ways.
Hello, this is Stephen from the Oneida County Democratic Party. How can I help you?
Two different parties, two different strategies.
People are doing it at home. They're doing a lot of texting, a lot of calling people, social media.
Stephen Schreier from the Democratic Party of Oneida County and his team are ready for the final stretch of campaigning before the big election. Rather than the traditional door-knocking method, the parties decided to keep everything virtual. They're also focusing on making sure every voter has a plan. This week, things have slowed down at the headquarters, but Schreier said there's been a big change since the last election.
The turnout, we feel, is probably going to be as bigger than 2016.
On the other side of town, the Oneida County Republican Party is taking a different approach.
We have a flag waving and a sign waving event here at the office, and we're also helping people that are putting on the truck parade driving around Rhinelander.
They're also keeping the office open for longer hours. They've seen 5 times more people come in than in 2016. LaDuha says the enthusiasm is mutual for everyone, regardless of who they're voting for.
The energy for the Republican Party of Oneida County is exactly what it is for the rest of the country. It's off the charts.
After months of campaigning, Schreier thinks not much can be done but wait for the results.
I like to think that the vast majority of people have made up their mind, who they're voting for.
Although there's a great divide in each party's candidate, both are confident in victory.
I think everybody is optimistic.
I know he's going to carry Wisconsin.
People from both parties will be waving outside their respective headquarters on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Morgan. A programming note, our 12th state Senate district debate, which was scheduled for this evening, is now canceled. Representative Mary Felskowski says she can't make it because of a family emergency. The Republican tells us in a statement, quote, "Unfortunately, I am unable to participate in tonight's planned debate. Earlier this afternoon, a family member was rushed into critical emergency surgery. I felt I needed to be there with my family during this time and hope that everyone can understand my decision. I was looking forward to sharing my vision for the Northwoods with all of you and discussing solutions to the issues facing our district, but family comes first. I want to thank the team at Channel 12 as well as my opponent, Ed Vokey, for their understanding during this situation," end quote. Ed Vokey, the Democrat also running for this seat, released a statement as well, says in part, quote, "My thoughts and prayers go out to my opponent with her family emergency and to the thousands of Wisconsinites that are dealing with medical emergencies of their own during this COVID pandemic. I'm disappointed the 12th District will not be presented with an open debate on the issues facing our state. The health and well-being of Wisconsin's families comes first and foremost above all else. It's my hope as your state senator to lead our state back to a place where oaths are honored meaningfully and with integrity once more," end quote. Outside, Jeff, another kind of cool day, cloudy.
Yeah, we melted a little bit of snow today with temperatures just above freezing. Here we are in Eagle River, lots of clouds out there now. Parking lots are dry, but still lots of snow in the grassy areas. And there is some snow to the west of us that will stay there for now, although a couple of lake effect snow flurries cannot be ruled out tonight. We are in a pretty good shape this evening, but this could bring us a bit of light rain showers Saturday into Sunday, changing to snow showers on Sunday. Until then, though, we're looking pretty good for tomorrow. Temperatures, though, are well below the averages. It's 29 right now in Rhinelander, 30 in Antigo, 35 for Apaka. So this is not normal, but much warmer temperatures are on the way. We have to wait a couple days, though. Your forecast for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies, maybe a flurry out there with low temperatures down near 21. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Wisconsin is now averaging more than 4,000 new COVID-19 cases, about 35 deaths per day over the last week, according to the latest numbers. numbers in the Department of Health Services. And as the pandemic continues, Wisconsin officials are opening scores of additional COVID-19 testing sites. Governor Tony Evers announced today DHS will open 71 more community testing sites throughout the state and operate them through December 10th using federal coronavirus relief dollars. Wisconsin National Guard troops will staff these sites and administer the tests. The state is already running 3 community testing sites in Dane, Milwaukee, and Winnebago counties. To date, Wisconsin has seen about 215,000 COVID-19 cases and just shy of 2,000 deaths since March. As hospitals try to resume regular scheduled surgeries, there's one element that has been a bit of an issue for them: a lack of available blood. Laura McGuire, the External Communications Director for American Red Cross, says blood is one product that cannot be recreated anywhere else besides the human body, and they're in need of it right now.
We have seen a lot of blood drives being canceled due to businesses, schools, and places of worship that are closed. And a lot of our blood drives do happen at those locations.
American Red Cross is taking every safety protocol to keep donors and staff protected from the spread of COVID-19.
You will be asked to wear a face mask. You will be monitored for some COVID questions at the door, and you will be obviously having your temperature taken before even entering.
People who donate whole blood and have antibodies, those who have recovered from COVID-19, they say make a huge difference in trying to treat COVID-19 patients. Today, the former school district of Rhinelander teacher accused of sexually assaulting her own foster son was back in court. Stephanie Poplowski's attorney, Nyla Robinson, says they are aware of some recently amended information in this case and says they need some time before moving forward.
Which records that I believe are out there that should be produced, and what within those records would be relevant to material to the defense going forward.
Judge Michael Bloom honored their request, put in writing that part of what charges they are opposed to. He warned them, though, to keep the essential information in mind.
The ages of the defendant and the alleged victim at the relevant points in time, whether the alleged victim was enrolled as a student in a school or a school district, and whether the defendant was a member of the school staff of the school or school district in which the alleged victim was enrolled as a student. I mean, those are the elements that are at issue here.
You notice, too, how court looks a little different these days because of COVID-19. Poplowski is now scheduled for another motion hearing on December 11th. Well, it's almost time to trick-or-treat across the Northwoods. Kids are excited. Things are a little different this year because of the virus. We'll show you, though, a unique way that people are using to try to keep the holiday going safely. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 6.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
Because of this, we built Escape with Ford Copilot 360. Because of this, we built Ford Edge with intelligent all-wheel drive. Because of this, we built Ford EcoSport to give you traction when and where you need it. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Choose FlexBuy and get Escape with 0 for 66 financing, plus $1,500 cash and $1,000 retail trade assist.
It isn't always easy living in the Northland. Up here, we have to count on our neighbors and let them know they can always count on us. I have the honor of serving our community in the State Assembly. Down there, I'm fighting to make healthcare more affordable and broadband more accessible. My opponent has other ideas. He wants to help companies like Foxconn give tax cuts and bailouts to billionaires, leaving us behind. I'm Beth Myers, and you can always count on me.
For Pete K., whose health benefits are, thankfully, way better than his outdoorsman skills, we've got you. For Jackie R., who's added umpteen flower pots now that her allergy meds are covered, we've got you. For Charlie M., who's covered by a team of experts so he can be first to the finish at his next race, we've got you. For everything that happens to happen, we've got you. Aspirus Health Plan.
To fix the economy, we have to get control over the virus. We need increased federal support for testing, doubling the number of drive-through testing sites, It's a simple measure. Everyone needs to wear a mask in public. We need real plans, real guidelines with uniform nationwide standards. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Coyote 93.7.
A wintry scene here in Eagle River right now with snow on the ground here in late October, but we do have warmer temperatures on the way, so this snow out there now is going to melt pretty soon. Just not tonight. Out there right now is 29 in Rhinelander, 30 in Antigo, 31 for Merrill, 30 in Mosinee, so this is not normal. We should have highs back upper 40s. Nobody did that again today. And tomorrow, pretty much like today. Now, keep in mind, we are starting to freeze some of the ponds or poor drainage areas, and you need lots of ice to be safe, right? So ice fishing 4 inches, anything more than that, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, nowhere near that yet. So keep off the ice. Although I know some ponds are frozen, it's definitely not safe out there because we have warmer temperatures on the way as well. Around the horn, we're building a little bit of heat across the Midwest right now. That is going to move our direction on Saturday for one day only. Then it gets cold Sunday, followed by a big warm-up next week that looks to stick around for a little while. Here's that trend. So 35 tomorrow, so like today, 45 for Saturday, Halloween, right? 28, though, and windy on Sunday with maybe some light snow showers in the forecast on Sunday. And then look at this. Here we start to climb back upwards again. Near 50 on Tuesday, Election Day. Then we're in the 50s Wednesday into Thursday of next week. What's going to be a problem, though, is going to be the wind. So right now, out of the north, around 0 to 5 miles per hour. This will switch out of the southwest tomorrow and begin to get really windy around here on Saturday into Sunday. We could see wind gusts on Saturday, Halloween, near 40 miles per hour. That's going to be fun, right? Through the afternoon. Okay, so keep in mind, windy on Saturday, less windy on Sunday, but still dropping temperatures. We could have wind chill or feel like temperatures Sunday afternoon in the teens. Out there today, lots of cloud cover and still some snow on the ground across the Rhinelander area, but not a lot. We'll keep the clouds around for several more hours tonight. There is a back edge to these, and it's right about there. But then quickly on its heels are more clouds to the west. We're in a very cloudy pattern right now. And this system over here, a piece of that, is what could bring us a couple light rain showers on Saturday and maybe a couple snow showers on Sunday. It will not be a big event by far. And then a warm front is going to come through, and we're going to turn up the heat. So here's the big picture, surface map showing the storm track is still well to our south now across parts of the Atlanta area, up the East Coast, getting lots of rain there from the remnants of what was a hurricane 24 hours ago across the Gulf Coast, nearly a Category 3. Is now just a low off the coast of really New England, bringing lots of rain there. For us, though, high pressure's in charge, but this system right there, that's going to get us on late Saturday into Sunday, and it could bring us a couple light rain showers and a couple snow showers as temperatures drop on Sunday afternoon. Our forecast for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies. A couple of flurries out there can't be ruled out. Look for low temperatures down near 21 with a northeast breeze around 5. For tomorrow, okay, it's Friday, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. Highs near 35 once again with a west breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows we're going to crank up the heat a bit, right, on Saturday with a high of 45 and windy. Couple snow showers Sunday as temperatures crash. Highs in the 20s on Sunday and windy. That's going to feel great. We dry out on Monday, followed by increasing temperatures Tuesday. Election Day looks like partly cloudy skies and high temperatures near 50. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Halloween is now just 2 days away, and with COVID-19, many people are getting creative to try to celebrate safely. Carpet City in Wausau is handing out 6-foot-long tubes for residents to slide some candy down to trick-or-treaters. That way they can stay at a safe distance. Since Monday, Carpet City manager Bob Dickman says they've already seen 80 to 100 people asking for these tubes.
Different ways we got to go about being safe and healthy and keeping other people in mind. And I think that's probably one of the things that's drawn the most interest of the idea of a cardboard tube being used for passing candy to youngsters at Halloween time.
They're not the only ones with a similar idea. Holly Rose of Rhinelanders using Christmas wrapping paper tubes to hand out candy to trick-or-treaters this year. She says the creative use of the tube allows everyone to stay connected and celebrate safely.
I thought I'm just going to stand at the steps of the mask. I'm going to have do not cross fun signs down at the bottom with the pumpkins. I'm just going to shoot it down the tube right into their little pails.
Dickman says if you want to pick up a tube between now and Saturday, please call ahead so they can put one on reservation for your family. We're back talking about some politics after the break.
The liberal mob has a plan to fundamentally transform the country. And it could happen. Total control. Pelosi, Speaker. Schumer, Leader. And in the White House,
We have an incredible opportunity to fundamentally transform the country.
the liberals will pass their agenda and he'll sign it. And if they win, our recovery is over. To stop them, you have to stop Joe Biden. America First Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We've been down this road long enough, but Tom Tiffany wants to keep us going in the wrong direction. Even during a pandemic, Tiffany supports taking away protections for pre-existing conditions, kicking millions off their health insurance, and forcing you to pay more. There's another way. Tricia Zunker. Zunker will put our families first with better health care and help for small businesses, workers, and farmers to get our economy moving again. Tricia Zunker for Congress.
I'm Tricia Zunker, and I approve this message.
Menards is here to help you take on your next project. We carry a great selection of power tools in stock, including brands like Bosch and Works Tools. Save on drills for jobs around the house, or pick up a handsaw and tackle a bigger project. Simplify your life with the right tools. Check out our great selection of power tools and get 11% off all of it now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I started this campaign saying we're in the battle for the soul of the nation. I believe that even more deeply today. Who we are, what we stand for, and maybe most importantly, who we are going to be. It's all at stake. Character is on the ballot, the character of the country. And this is our opportunity to leave the dark, angry politics of the past 4 years behind us, to choose hope over fear, unity over division, science over fiction. I believe it's time to unite the country, to come together as a nation. But I can't do it without you, so I'm asking for your vote. We need to remember, this is the United States of America, and there's never been anything we've been unable to do when we've done it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The candidates for local assembly race are getting some national attention this week. Democrat Kirk Bangstad and Republican Rob Swearingen, the subjects of a New York Times article today. Here's the headline: How Virus Politics Divided a Conservative Town in Wisconsin's North. The article called the division in Minocqua a microcosm of how coronavirus is furthering partisanship across the country. Talks about how a waitress at Swearingen's Allegan Supper Club in Rhinelander contracted COVID-19, passed it to her husband, and he later died from complications. Also says Bangstad had been campaigning aggressively. You may have seen his Facebook ad recently claiming his opponent loves COVID-19. Yikes. Tomorrow, both the candidates for president will be in Wisconsin. President Trump visiting Green Bay, Joe Biden making a trip to Milwaukee. Today, Florida, though, the focal point in the race for the White House, with the two candidates crossing paths in that battleground state. Alice Barr has the latest.
In presidential politics, all roads lead to Florida, and today the two campaigns converge there. President Trump and Joe Biden both rallying in Tampa, with their starkly different approaches to coronavirus on display. The president speaking to a tightly packed, mostly maskless crowd of thousands, touting a record-high jump in economic growth last quarter.
We are doing great. Do you see the number today? 33.1 GDP, the biggest in the history of our country by almost triple, right? Almost triple.
But the gains don't make up for historic losses earlier in the pandemic, and economists fear another downturn, with new COVID cases topping 80,000 for the first time in a single day.
I'm not going to shut down the economy. I'm not going to shut down the country, but I'm going to shut down the virus.
Biden speaking to supporters in critical Broward County, the first of two socially distanced drive-in events. Recent polls show Biden with a 4-point lead in Florida. That's within the margin of error. Seniors giving Biden a boost, with President Trump's handling of the pandemic a top priority.
I had COVID, so I do feel very strongly and have very strong feelings about COVID. Had he done something earlier, I might not have gotten it.
He has done everything that anyone could have done.
The Hispanic vote also key in this state. Biden now promising a task force to reunite more than 500 immigrant children separated from their parents at the border.
During Jeep Adventure Days at Brickner's Park City Jeep in Merrill, lease the all-new 2021 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Luxe for just $379 a month, with only $379 due at signing for a loaded leather-equipped 4x4 Cherokee on a 48-month, 40,000-mile lease. We have the Jeeps, with over 50 in stock or on the way. Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4s for only $269 a month, with only $269 due at signing. Brickner's Park City Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram in Merrill, 1-800-499-JEEP, or on the web at bricknersparkcity.net. Tax title service fees extra to qualified credit.
Okay, everyone, our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Great tasting Ensure, with 9 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, and nutrients to support immune health.
And how you can protest. Let's turn off the noise and look at the facts about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's government-run health care plan. Their plan could lead to hospitals being closed, put Medicare coverage at risk, and give benefits to illegal immigrants. Their plan is just too dangerous for seniors like us. No amount of noise will change that. Learn more at seniorsbeware.com.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Monaco Real Estate Auction November 8th. Private 200 acres offers excellent hunting and many trails with easy access. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
Yeah, well, look what I did this weekend, huh?
Your weekends brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano and Honda Motors. We have more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Check them out in the largest showroom in the USA. Buy or trade into a new boat and get out on the water today, and we'll give you the best deal, guaranteed by at least $500. Get the most out of your weekends with Honda Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Every child deserves to be loved, hugged, and to have a voice. And as a foster parent, we live that belief. Sometimes well-meaning government regulations do more harm than good. Nobody would listen to us, so I called Senator Patrick Testin, and we took on the whole Madison bureaucracy. We wrote a bill to fix a major glitch in the Wisconsin foster care system. My name is Dana Kaminsky, and I know a lot of children's lives will be better by the work Patrick Testin and I have done.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
An expedition team says they found a coral reef taller than the Empire State Building off the coast of Australia. It's part of the Great Barrier Reef, the most extensive coral reef ecosystem in the world. They say this detached part of the reef, some 1,600 feet tall, nearly a mile wide. Scientists from James Cook University were mapping the seafloor when they stumbled upon this back in middle of October. The expedition leader says it's the first detached reef of this size to be discovered in over 100 years. They used an underwater robot to climb it, essentially. While much of the reef has shown some bleaching, they've been losing some color over the last several years, this part of the reef, because it's been undiscovered, has not. It's still very vibrant, very cool.
And it's amazing how much of the ocean is undiscovered.
Oh, it's huge.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, let's go outside and check on our ice thickness guide. There are a couple ponds out there beginning to freeze. It's not safe. Don't go on the ice. You need at least 4 inches or so or more to go ice fishing, and that's basically nowhere right now. All right, so temperatures today hanging out pretty much below freezing for most of us, or at freezing. We're down below that now, so we're making some ice currently, but it is not going to last, as we have some much warmer temperatures on the way. Also on the way, more cloud cover tonight, and pretty much we'll call it partly cloudy tomorrow. There is a system back off to the west that will bring us a chance for a couple rain showers on Saturday and maybe a couple snow showers on Sunday. And look what happens here. So Halloween this year looks pretty good, right? Maybe a rogue shower. Most of us will say dry, high of 45. Sunday, though, temperatures crashing throughout the day, a high of 28 and windy. And then it gets better. Monday, 38, but Tuesday, Election Day, this year looks like partly cloudy skies and high temperatures near 50. No weather excuse not to vote this year.
Very good. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 with more.